Welcome back, guys, to the Captain Trox podcast. Today we're doing part 2 of the Dooku Jedi Lost book. And now here it is, with scene 2 in the castle corridor. The LEP-100-197 droid clanks as it leads Ventress through the castle. Ventress. I think of the ways I could destroy the waddling robot as it leads me through the castle. The corridors are long and as sterile as its workforce. As a building, it's impressive, with high vaulted ceilings and arched doors. We had nothing like it on Ratatak. Nothing that wasn't pockmarked by laser burns anyway. But where are the portraits of the long-dead ancestors? Where are the statues? Where is the stuffed Rancor head mounted over a roaring hearth? The castle is pristine, but empty, devoid of warmth, like its master. LEP-100-119. This way, please. Dooku is in the great hall, standing on a raised dais. He stares through the circular window that dominates the far wall, his family's seagull etched into the stained glass. Wait here. I fight the urge to separate the LEP's stupid robot rabbit ears from its narrow shoulders. It tosses off, leaving me in Dooku's presence. The imposing man doesn't turn. He doesn't even acknowledge that I'm here. I wait, every muscle aching, with the effort of approaching nonchalantly, as if I can fool him. Your feelings betray you. I'm sorry, Did I grant you permission to speak? I grit my teeth, trying to calm the fury that twists in my belly like a nest of blood vipers. No! Let your anger grow. Let it seethe. Finally, he turns, regarding me not with interest, but with ideal curiosity, the way a scientist examines a rodent to see if it has mastered a new trick, to see if it deserves a reward. But there are no rewards here. Your burns are healing. Do they hurt? No, master. Liar. Try again. Yes, they hurt very much. Good. Focus on the pain. Use it. It is your source of power. Yes, Master. Master. The word sticks in my throat. I vowed I would never call anyone Master again. Not after Hal Steed. And especially not after Narek. And yet, here I am. Here you are. I clench my fists, nails biting into my palms. The voice has plagued me ever since I was brought here. A voice only I can hear, unless this is another test. Has Dooku summoned a phantom to torment me? I square my shoulders, raising my chin. I must appear strong. Dooku's dark eyes narrow. You are troubled. No, Master, it's nothing. I told you, do not lie to me. I wouldn't. I couldn't. A smile tugs at the corner of his mouth. The rat has performed well. Squeak, squeak, squeak. You wish to kill me. No, Force lightning crackles out of Dooku's fingers, striking Ventress. Ventress cries out, "Ah!" Dark lightning burst from Dooku's fingers, coursing over me. In one agonizing, mind-shredding moment, he proves to me that nothing else matters. Not the droid, not the castle, not even Kai. There is only his authority and his voice. The lightning continues to flow through the scene as Dooku taunts her. Of course you want to kill me. You are a killer. That is what you do. That is why I chose you. Do you think I came to Ratatak by chance? That is somehow stumbled upon your pet. Ventress pained. No. The Force showed me. It showed me a Dathomir, sold to a slave to save her. Yeah, let me restart that, sorry. I got a frog in my throat. The Force showed me. It showed me a Dathomiri, sold to save her coven. A slave liberated from captivity. A Padawan forced to watch her master bleed out in the dirt. Please. Is that how they bade your victims as you took revenge, as you slaughtered every Ratatak? You conspired to murder your master. I wish I'd seen it, Ventress. I wish I'd seen their faces when they realized the storm they'd unleashed. Somehow, despite the lightning, despite the pain, I relive each and every moment, feeling the fury swell inside me. My lightsabers a blur, their screams like music. I never knew how sweet revenge would taste, how the fear in their eyes stated the anger in my belly. Kai would have told me that it wasn't the Jedi way, but I didn't care. I had taken the Jedi way and rammed it down their throats, along with my fist. Zell, Kramer, Rene, Calais. They all fell, one after another, until I faced Kriseki, until I faced a scum snake who had ordered Kai's death. I thought he'd be like the others. I thought he would pay. I thought he would suffer as I was suffering. I was wrong. I was blindsided by my own vanity, so sure that I would emerge victorious, so convinced I'd never expected Kirsty to use herself as bait until it was too late, until I raced toward him, lightsabers blazing, until the trap had been sprung. That's why Dooku found me, not surrounded by the corpses of my enemies, but forced to spill the blood for entertainment of others, a gladiator in a filthy pit, stunned collar tight around my neck. Could he sense my regret, my rage? For my part, I had no idea who he was, just the latest in a long line of spectators enjoying the hospitality of Oshika Kurski's viewing gallery. I had no idea he told Kursky he was looking for an assassin, or that he'd already made his choice. I don't know who was more surprised when Dooku took Kursky's head, me or the Volok himself. 1 minute, Dooku was sipping wine from a crystal glass. The next, his crimson lightsaber was slicing through Kursky's neck. The Volok's head bounced down into the arena, a shocked expression on his face as it bounced once and then twice before coming to a rest at my feet. I couldn't celebrate. I couldn't revel in Kirsty's death. I should have been the one to deal the killing blow, to snuff out his life, and yet This stranger with fine clothes and impervious gaze had stolen my revenge. I leapt from the arena floor, the force propelling me up to the gallery. My lightsabers already burning. Dooku was waiting for me, 2 blades against 1. There was no way the old man should have been able to defend himself, and yet he did. He blocked every attack, parried every blow, giving no ground, taking no damage. He didn't even spill his wine. And then it came, his lightning. It felt like every atom in my body was being torn apart. Every memory I had shredding beneath the onslaught. Mother Talzin, Hal Steed, Kai, they were all gone, consumed in the pain of Dooku's dark magic. I don't remember my lightsaber slipping from my hands. I don't even remember blacking out. The next thing I knew, I was being grabbed by mechanical hands, dragged through unfamiliar corridors. My stun collar was gone, the air cool against my charred skin. I remember hearing birds as I was hauled past open windows. That's when I knew I was no longer on Rat-a-Tack. The only birds on Rat-a-Tack are strike vultures that strip bones clean on the dust plains. He was waiting for me in the great hall, in the exact same place as he stands now, looking down at me with eyes as black as a starless sky. I will teach you the ways of the dark side, but first you must prove yourself. A beat as we return to the here and now. It takes me a moment to register that the lightning has stopped. Hands take my scorched arms. For a moment I imagine it's Kai helping me back to my feet. But then my vision clears and I'm looking into the face of my Savior and tormentor. I force myself to stand, telling myself I need to appear strong, no matter what lessons Dooku inflicts. I don't want to have to do that again. That makes 2 of us. He walks behind his desk, opening a drawer as I struggle to draw air into my scorched lungs. He retrieves a disc no longer than a coin and tosses it towards me. It clatters and spins before coming to a rest on the polished wood. I wait, not daring to move until he nods. Cautiously, I retrieve the disc, turning it over in my hand. A data card. Place it in the hollow projector. I do, as I'm instructed, a hologram fizzing into existence. It's a boy no older than 10 years old, wearing the robes of a Jedi initiate. Hair buzz cut short. There's something about his face, something familiar. It's you. I'd forgotten I was ever that young. It belongs to my sister. Your sister? I had no idea she kept the recording. I told her to destroy them. She disobeyed me. But I don't understand. You were a Jedi? I was. But I thought Jedi cut all ties to that family. They do. But my sister, let's just say, we found each other. How? I tense, waiting for another burst of lightning, but instead Dooku's eyes drop away, forcing themselves onto the hollow image of the boy in front of us. I sense conflict in him, memories long buried bubbling to the surface. When he speaks again, there's a wistfulness in his voice, a vulnerability that I just haven't heard in him before. I never knew my family for the reasons you mentioned. Like most in the Order, I was brought to the temple by a Seeker, a Jedi, who was tasked to scour the galaxy by force-sensitive infants. I had no idea, no recollection of my home, having been transported to Coruscant as a babe in arms, only to be told that I was to return as an initiate. Return to Sereno? Why? For a celebration. And that's where we shall leave this podcast. Thank you all for tuning in to part 2. Join us for part 3 in a couple days. And today's shout out goes to my cousin Henry. And Henry, have a great day. And the rest of you subscribers also have a great day. And shout out to G-Fat Jake. Great video from Galaxy's Edge. Loved it. And hope to see you back here soon on the podcast. All right. Goodbye.